absolutely understandably. But they then look at it and say, who starts this? Who gets us into this predicament? Who's actually unable to provide our security, even though they're supposedly our security guarantor? The US. And do we trust, even if for some of them they ignore the fact that they will live in this neighborhood with Iran for forever, that's geography determining that, the resentment that this is causing on all sides of the war that they didn't launch. But do we trust that America can do this at a cost that we can absorb, can continue for several weeks, can keep going up the escalatory ladder? If America is going to attack Iranian universities and Israel is going to attack Iranian universities, then what about our university infrastructure? When they attacked gas fields, Iran responded in kind, as they said they would. Now that they're attacking bridges and that kind of infrastructure, what damage is Iran going to do? Can you trust? And for me, the answer is unequivocal in terms of should they be relying on America to run a war that will come at a cost that they can bear. And they are in the most acute form of a dilemma that I think every American ally now has, which is how do we imagine organizing our country, its security, in a non-American centric way? And if we can imagine an alternative, how do we operationalize it? That's a question that's being asked still more hypothetically in Europe, and we're not coming up with an answer. But it's being asked more with immediate practical application in the Gulf. And therefore, some are saying we need to create our own regional security alliance that can do dual containment of Israel and Iran, and that's not centered on the US. But that's hard to actualize. It's certainly hard to actualize in the short term, but that is absolutely necessary. I mean, it's one of the things that strikes me in this moment is it's one thing to read about the collapse of empires, right? We read about leaders that were inappropriate or overreached who came into power and accelerated collapse. We read of missions that were a step too far and they bumped up against a more determined adversary than had been in this living through a moment of imperial collapse, when the hegemon is flailing and going down and lashing out in all directions.